Okay, here's the issue on the X-T2, and it's not an issue with an X-T2. It's the issue with the meat sack behind the camera. The meat sack, I said the meat sack. Meaning you, the shooter. Two things are coming out on the Fuji X-T2. The people that are using it right, and the people that are using it wrong. And I've seen postings about people. It's like, oh yeah, I was shooting my running rabid dog in single point. Oh really? It's like, yeah, I wasn't getting the results I was expecting. Really? Yeah, well, you already kind of explained yourself on that one. Also, it depends on what lens you're using too. Certain lenses are faster than others, like the 16 to 55 is certainly faster than the 18 to 55. Yeah. So you need to know which lens is fast. Slow lenses on the Fuji, because they're old lenses. The 35mm f1.4, the 23mm f1.4, the 60mm f2.4, the 18mm, absolutely, the 27mm pancake, absolutely. All of those lenses are slow. They're certainly faster than they are in the X-T1, but those lenses on the X-T2 are still slow. Because autofocus is not all camera side. I've said this 1,000 times, and that's regardless of whether it's Fuji, Nikon, or Canon. There is certainly lens technology. Autofocus is not always camera side. It's like, well, you know, it's the faster autofocus camera. No, 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 girlfriend, you don't get it. Autofocus is never only camera side. It is camera and lens and type of drive system. That is absolutely true of Nikon and Canon as well. Here's another thing you need to realize. When you're shooting, you see this expensive computer here? Yeah. Without any software or an operating system, it is a useless turd. You know, you can't even add 2 and 2 without operating system and software in it. It won't do nothing for you. Maybe you could use it to beat somebody over the head with it. It would be... Anyway. Your camera is the same way. It doesn't know if you are tracking rabid squirrels on crack, and it doesn't know if you're tracking cars coming towards you, moving away from you, or erratically moving things. Remember these 4 initials on setting up your Fuji. B.Z.A.C. B.Z.A.C. Okay, what does that stand for? Boost, Zone, Area, and Custom. There's this neat little thing on the back of the camera, and you can also use this on just the camera alone. It'll give you a faster refresh rate. There's a performance mode on just the camera alone. There's this neat little switch down here called Boost. Oh my god, you turn that on. Boost. Okay, now I have the important stuff for autofocus set to one of my preset external buttons here. Okay, Zone, single point. Zone, wide tracking. I suggest you read the owner's manual on this camera before proceeding any further. Zone. Okay, I've chosen a zone. Next, I need to choose an area. Big, small, big, small. Okay, you know. Is it big enough? People that were complaining about tracking cars, they had a small zone. It should have been big, like that. Okay, B.Z.A.C. And then, now we've got that set, we've got C for custom. Okay, is it custom 1, multi, ignore obstacles, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, which you can custom set. B.Z.A.C. Boost. Zone. Custom. I skipped one here. I went in the wrong... and then area. Boost, Zone, Area, Custom. Now I have these pre-programmed on mine at these button locations. You can put them wherever you want, of course. Boost, Zone, Area, Custom, B.Z.A.C. Unless you have the 4 points B.Z.A.C. set correctly, then there's nothing to set correctly on Boost. You just turn Boost on. It's like, yeah, there it is, I'm going to turn it on. Unless you have them set correctly, because there are all these things. Someone posted a link to some pictures he took, and he's a shooter at racetracks, and he's catching these Indy cars going around the track at 150 miles an hour with a Fuji. You know, he's capturing them. I told you people that this camera is that damn fast, but like this computer here, it needs specific inputs, because no matter how smart the camera is, it's still a stupid lump. No matter how fast the processor and big the hard drive is on this computer, it needs specific information to tell it what the hell to do. Doesn't matter if it's a Nikon or a Canon or a Fuji. It needs specific input. It's like, what are you tracking? You tracking a model stepping towards you? Or are you tracking a crazy squirrel on crack flirting, flitting through the tree? What is it are you tracking? Once you set those parameters correctly, then it will deliver for you. Because right now there's only two people out there talking about the Fuji X-T2 and its tracking. The people that don't know what they're doing and the people that do know what they're doing. And you can either be one or the other. I suggest that you take 20 minutes, 30 minutes, learn how to set those 4 criteria on your new Fuji X-T2, because if you do that, it will make you happy, happy, happy. And then when you go out there and you tell the camera, I'm tracking squirrels on crack, then it will help you track squirrels on crack. If you are tracking a rabid dog, a rabid pack of canines running at you, it will help you track those too before the dogs eat you. Learn to set those parameters correctly. You bought the expensive camera. Now it's time to take a look at that owner's manual and fool around with those functions, and also apply those to one of your external function buttons, of which you have 8. You got 1 here, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 around the menu OK button. Got it? Get it? Good. Good. Thanks. Bye. I need a pizza.